Hello guys, so in today's video we're gonna start the playlist for AP Calculus BC, and these are the prerequisites needed for calculus, like limits, integration, differentiation. This is the bare minimum knowledge you need, okay? So let's just dive right in. For AP Calculus BC, okay? So slope is equal to rise by run. Okay, you're given 2 points. Slope is nothing but the rise by run between 2 points. Okay, so the first point is x1 and y1, and the second point is x2 comma y2. So finally, you get slope is denoted as m. Okay, so m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. If you look at the graph, that will be the rise divided by the run. So for equation, instead of y2, they will give you 2 points. Okay, I'll illustrate in this example. Uh, when they ask us the equation of a line, we use this form. Okay, and the slope is equal to y minus y1. Y1 would be given and divided by x minus x1. So when this goes to that side, so we just multiply x minus x1 in both sides. So m into x minus x1 equals y minus y1. So this is the problem, okay? Full worked example, okay? With 2 points. We are given 2 points, and using that, we had to construct an equation of a line. So first of all, let's find the slope. So slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So that's 2 plus 3 divided by 8 plus 2, right? So that's equal to 5 by 10, which is 1 by 2. So our slope is 1 by 2. So using this point slope form, we get m into x minus x1 equals y minus y1. 1 by 2 into x minus 8 equals y minus 2. There's no reason why we're using this point. We can use this point too. Either this point or this point. So I just chose this point. So 1 by 2 into x minus 8 equals y minus 2. So x minus 8 equals 2y minus 4, multiplying 2 on both sides. So here we're subtracting 2y minus 4 on both sides. Okay? Actually, there's a mistake in here. That's printing mistake. I'm sorry for that. So we had 2y minus 4, right? When we subtract it on both sides here, in the right side it becomes 0, and x minus 8 minus 2y, no, it's actually correct, I'm sorry. X minus 8 minus 2y plus 4, because minus is multiplied inside, right? So finally you'll get x minus 2y minus 4, because that's minus 8 plus 4 is minus 4, right? So I guess it's completely clear, so let's move on. Okay, these are key line formulas, okay? Y equals mx plus c, where c is the y intercept, okay? That is, it meets the axis at that particular point. So when x is equal to 0, we get the y-intercept. That is, y-intercept, that is, when x is 0, right? So the line intersects the x-axis. The point where the line intersects the x-axis is called the intercept, the y-intercept, and the x-intercept is the point where a line intersects the y-axis. Not only a line, any graphical, maybe a curve or a parabola, doesn't matter. So these are all for the lines, okay? Y equals mx plus c. We know what it is, okay? And m1 is equal to m2 if both the lines are parallel. And using this one, m1 is equal to m2. When we are given two equations, we can convert it to this form, that is the slope-intercept form, and verify that m1 is equal to m2, and also when perpendicular lines, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So when we are given the angle, we use this formula, m equals tan theta, where theta is the inclination angle. I guess you're pretty familiar with basic trigonometry, so I'm just moving on. So this is a really important formula. Distance between 2 points is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Very, very important formula, okay? The square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, okay? Note it down, seriously. Okay, I suggest you to maintain a notebook to note all these formulas, like just the important formulas, not to be orthodox and write everything like highlight everything. I don't want you to do that. Just write the important formulas which you can't quite derive, okay? So this one we can pretty derive. So this is just an example. If you want to understand the application, you may write, but there's no compulsion for this. Okay, x squared plus y squared is 15. Okay, now this is always a circle. Okay, so when you get x squared plus y squared is equal to something, it's always a circle. Okay, always a circle. And also here 5 is the radius of the circle, because this number's square root is the radius of the circle. So solving for y is equal to the plus or minus the square root of 25 minus x squared. So the top half of the circle is plus the square root of 25 minus x squared, while the bottom half of the circle is y is equal to minus the square root of 25 minus x squared. I guess it's clear, so let's just move on. Domain and range, okay? All possible input values. For example, here, let's say, let's, you know, uh, let's not look at y right now. Let's say x squared is equal to 25. So x can be plus or minus 5, right? So that's the only domain. All the possible input values is called domain. So that's the group, okay? So range, all possible output values. Okay, you may insert, let's say, f of x is equal to x squared. Now the range is minus infinity to infinity because x can be anything. But while there's a restriction for x, then we finally get some narrow range of output values. So that's nothing but range. All output values, okay? So input is x and output is y. You'll understand when I explain functions. Okay, even and odd functions. uh, f of minus x is equal to f of x, then it's even function. For example, you get a function x squared, f of x is equal to x squared plus x plus 1. You test for plus 1 and minus 1, f of 1 and f of minus 1. Instead of x, you substitute 1 and minus 1 respectively. So like that you can verify this. And also odd function, f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So that's it you need to know. You can just plug in plus or minus 1, and if it does not work, it means the domain doesn't include plus or minus 1. You can insert some other values, okay? So also, this is a very, very important point. Even after simplification, the original domain remains. For example, uh, just a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to explain this so clear so that you don't confuse, okay? For example, let's say you have an equation x squared minus y squared, okay, divided by x minus y, okay? So this is f of x. F of x equals this, okay? So we know the identity a squared minus b squared is a minus b into a plus b. So this is equal to x minus y into, oh, I'm writing it here, equals x minus y into x plus y, okay, divided by x minus y. Okay, now x minus y cancels, so this is not equal to x plus y. Actually, let's not take this as y. Let's take this as 1 because there's two variables, just to not confuse. Okay. So we finally get this. Now they might ask the domain, and after looking at this, you might write the domain is anything, okay? Because the denominator can never be 0, and hence the result cannot be undefined. But there's one key point here. In the starting point, x minus 1, see, look at this. If x is equal to 1, the result of the function will be finally infinity, which is undefined. So the domain remains exactly uh, what happens in the starting, okay? Sorry about that. So you can't change the domain no matter how much you simplify it. So this is just a summary of the points, guys. You can just take a screenshot of it. This is the shortest note I can ever provide for you. So that's it for today, guys. Stay tuned for my club's link where we invent future AIs and create job opportunities and help people and rock the future, okay? So that's it for today, guys. Bye. Like and subscribe to my channel. See you tomorrow.